in our international class faculty, which is intended not only to provide opportunities for everybody to study here, but also to improve your experience, not only in the local experience, but also in the international level, in the world-class level of faculty and university. Founded in 1969, FISIP is one of the leading faculties in Indonesia dedicated to academic excellence, research innovation, and community engagement in the fields of social and political sciences. We are part of Universitas Diponegoro, a top public university in Indonesia that is committed to becoming a world-class university. Currently, FISIP is home to over 6,000 students, supported by more than 150 dedicated academic staff across 5 departments, including 6 undergraduate programs, 4 master degree programs, and 2 doctoral degree programs. Our disciplines range from public administration, government science, communication science, business administration, and international relations. We are proud to implement an outcome-based education curriculum aligned with global standards, emphasizing critical thinking, problem-solving, ethics, and digital literacy. Our program also accredited nationally and internationally by BIBA, Foundation for International Business Administration Accreditation, Germany. FISIP has strong collaboration with national and international institutions, including Wyoming University, America, Arizona State University, the USA, Leiden University, Netherlands, University of Naples, Orientale, Italy, Nagoya University, Japan, Ryukyu University, Japan, the Hong Kong Polytechnic University, Chung-Ang University, South Korea, Husong University, South Korea, University of Malaya, Malaysia, University Kebangsaan Malaysia, Queensland University, Griffith University, Australia, and many more. We regularly host international workshops, seminar, visiting scholar, summer school, and also student exchange program as part of our commitment to global citizenship and academic diplomacy. Beyond teaching and research, we are deeply engaged in community development, policy advocacy, and capacity building programs with local government, civil society, and international agencies. We believe that the university must not only generate knowledge but also contribute solutions to the real challenges faced by society. Our vision is clear: to become a world-class faculty that is globally competitive, socially impactful, and rooted in local wisdom. As we step forward into the future, we continue to nurture the spirit of collaboration, innovation, and integrity among our students and faculty members. I would like to express our sincere appreciation for your presence and support. We warmly welcome opportunities for joint research, academic collaboration, and meaningful partnership for mutual benefit. On behalf of the faculty, I would like to again welcome to the faculty. We are going to together with you, learning and developing together in order to provide your best future. Thank you guys. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Department of Business Administration, Faculty of Social and Politics, Diponegoro University, I, as Master of Ceremony, delighted to welcome our Chairperson of Short Course, honorable speakers, and participants to our Short Course Program 2025. It is such a pleasure to see all of you gathered here today in this fifth session, and we hope this program will bring valuable knowledge and meaningful experience for everyone. Before we begin, please allow me to share several important notes regarding today's session. Okay, rules of thumb. Number one, pay attention during the session and mute your mic unless speaking. Number two, to ask a question, use raise hand in Zoom. Priority will be given to those who use this feature. Or send your question in Zoom chat box. Number three, certificates will be awarded to participants who attended at least 7 sessions and completed the final assignment. Number four, for any technical issue or questions regarding the event, please post them in the group WhatsApp for immediate assistance. I believe the rules are clear, so let's begin our main session. Now, I am honored to introduce you our moderator for today's session, Mr. Randy Ega. Mr. Randy Ega is specialized in business strategy and entrepreneurship, as well as a strategy management and improving business operation. Currently teaching business administration at University Diponegoro, focusing on business strategy. Use both academic knowledge and practical leadership experience to help organize success and prepare future leaders. So, hello, Mr. Randy.
Halo Siva.
So, how excited are you to be moderator for today's session?
Yeah, I'm very excited because today it's we just we just welcome guest very special because he's coming from entrepreneurship and practitioner. So we're gonna to learn a lot from her today.
Okay, without further ado, Mr. Randy Ega, the screen is yours.
Yeah, thank you so much, Siva. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for your coming to our today's session. I wish you good health today and happiness. Like I told you before, that today we invited some very special guests because from the previous session we already learned so much from the other academia from the other country. Now we're gonna to learn from in Indonesia itself, especially from the social innovator and also entrepreneurship, one of the very womanpreneurship in Indonesia. Please welcome Mrs. Rahma Asri Saraswati. Hello, Mrs. Rahma
Hello,
Asri Saraswati.
hello Randy and all the participants.
Yeah. Okay, like I thought, like I tell you before that Mrs. Nurahma Asri Saraswati, or we call that Mrs. Asri, is social entrepreneur and sustainability advocate with 10 years building fair, traceable food supply chains, and live smallholder farmers. As a co-founder and COO of Agradaya and managing director of Warung Murakabi, Mrs. Asri leads ethical sourcing, agro-processing, and distribution while championing zero waste practice and community education. Recognized by Tempo Perempuan Penjaga Bumi and also L'Oreal Woman Award nominee and alumni of Australia Award and Shirley Blair Foundation, she blend impact and enterprise to stabilize price and post-harvest flow and improve rural income. Beyond operations, she convenes farm-to-table event, research content and mainstream sustainability consumption, and demonstrate measurable social, economic, and environmental outcome. Mrs. Asri, are you ready for our
Yes,
class today?
yes.
Okay. Without further ado, please welcome Miss Asri to present the.
Okay, okay. Can you guide the slideshow, Mbak Shiva ya?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, my name is Asri Saraswati. Let me introduce myself first ya. Thank you, Pak Randy. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Asri Saraswati. I actually COO. Basically, I'm doing the operation of Agradaya. What is Agradaya itself? Agradaya is a social enterprise who works with smallholder farmers, especially for spices and herbs. So we processing all Indonesian herbs and spices to be distributed around Indonesia and also international wide. So yeah, the screen
Operator,
slideshow-nya.
wait a minute,
Oh,
Miss
okay.
Asri.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I continue my session while waiting for slideshow, yeah. So basically Agradaya has been developed many
Oh, okay.
ingredients to be supplied to the pharmaceutical company, to retailers, and for
Before
B2B. Okay. So this is my background. My background actually is chemical engineering bioprocess from University Technology Malaysia. So when I finished my degree, I actually learned about how to processing the ingredients. But when I was in degree, I don't know. I don't know the purpose of my study after I graduate. I just following my friends, and then most of my friends applying for oil and gas company, so then I follow. So after several years from degree, from graduate from my degree, and then I I joined Indonesia Mengajar. Indonesia Mengajar is movement that graduated graduate or bachelor students after graduate from degree, and so they can follow to teach in uh, to teach in a rural area. There is no running water, there is no electricity, but then I saw there in a village, especially in Indonesia, we can see there are so many potential that not developed yet, because of they don't know about the processing knowledge, they don't know about the how to utilize it, they don't know about the market also. So during 1 year when I was in the village for join the activity to teach in Indonesia Mengajar, and then I see the difference between urban and also the remote area in Indonesia, because I live in the forest, in the jungle. So might probably when I was in degree, this knowledge that I get in degree can be used. I can utilize the local potential using my background, my degree in when I was in university. Next. Yeah, this is a short video. Can we show it? Can you show? Nggak bisa ya?
we can unfortunately we can show the
Okay.
presentation.
Okay, never mind. I can continue with the next slide, Kak. So yeah, Agradaya founded in 2017. So during through my experience in the local community in the forest, especially agroforestry and agriculture, I saw there are so many potential of botanical herbs and spices and agriculture products, but most of local community and farmers doesn't know how to processing it, and doesn't know about the knowledge. So with a little step by step, I moved to the village from Jakarta. I moved to the village, and me and my friends making like a small movement. How so the community can process their crops and selling with a good quality of product and also higher added value. Next. So this one is products of Agradaya, such as lemongrass, ginger, turmeric, kubeb. Kubeb is some kubeb is like pepper, but it's indigenous types of pepper in Indonesia. We call it kemukus. Now right now we also process with the smallholder farmers, and also we have cardamom, clove, and many other spices. Next. Yeah, we don't have a huge factory. Actually, our processing unit is actually in the near of surrounded by the village. So our community is and our workers is actually comes from the villagers, uh, like old grandma, which is on not productive age, but then we can teach them how to processing it, and they in a small step by step they can she can learning and doing the standard operational procedure to produce the good ingredients. Next. So this is the ecosystem that we built, because in agriculture of Indonesia and also agroforestry, we believe that it's not a machining product. We have to a very what is that embodied with the culture. I mean, agriculture and agroforestry product is actually much more embodied to the community itself. So there are so many things that we have to consider, such as culture and also social, environment, and economic development. So that's why we cannot, okay, for simple to be practiced, we put one machine, we don't teach them how to use it. We don't give them the advocacy, and also we don't assist them. So we make sure that machines of the machines that we put inside the community will be neglected. So that's why we have to create the ecosystem, which is considered the social, environment, and economic development. In social, we partnering with smallholder farmers. Why we partnering with this small community? Because in Indonesia, this small community give high. It's easy to apa to teach them in small groups of farmers rather than individual farmers. In Indonesia, small holder farmers, especially in Java Island, has been spread along the area of Java. The one who has individual farmers usually has a big of capital. The majority in Indonesia, smallholder farmers doing the agriculture or agroforestry activity. We also consider the environment, because of our buyer also considering about the quality of the product itself. We need to be to qualify with the standard. Natural process of the farming and agroforestry activity, which is good, which is allowed in our activity. Yeah. In the processing area, we also around community, we also installing dome dryer. Dome dryer is actually dome for drying process in community. So the ingredients, the crops going outside the village has been dried. So the added value of the product has been higher rather than raw material products. Next. So this is the location of our community or our farmers. Most of them in Java. in Yogyakarta, Kebumen, and also Trenggalek. But the other area is in Flores or Nusa Tenggara Timur, Flores Island. Each area has a different produce ingredients. For example, in Yogyakarta, we produce ingredients of jamu. Jamu is Indonesian herbs, drink and medicines, such as ginger, turmeric, Java turmeric. In Kebumen, it's also in Jawa, but different area. In Kebumen, we produce turmeric and also cardamom and also tamanu oil, because they have a lot of tamanu plants, that ingredients for cosmetics. And in Trenggalek, East Java, it's they are planting and processing red ginger. But for Nusa Tenggara Timur or Flores Island, they produce candle nut. This candle nut has been exported to Saudi Arabia. We sent it in the last May. In last May 26 tons to send to Saudi Arabia. Okay, next. So we are not alone. Basically, we are collaborate with many stakeholders and institutions, because doing agroforestry and also agriculture activity, we cannot alone. We also collaborate with UK Embassy in Sumba Island, Australian Embassy in Yogyakarta, and also with Kementerian Desa, Bappenas dan Kementerian Desa in Trenggalek, dan Kementerian Desa di in Flores Bajawa. This activity or processing activity in Indonesia is actually a main activity in the village. Next. Yeah, this is the activity that we conduct training for our farmers. So the issue in Indonesia is if we are going to the agroforestry and also agriculture, is about standard of the product itself. So training and assist them is one of activity that we needed. Next. So this is the role of social enterprise. What we, based on my experience, in village has a lot of potentials. For example, agriculture and agroforestry. But village also really connected to the culture, to the society. So that's why we have they have the different habit and they have different culture to be to interact with them, to get to interact and having a business with local farmers. Make sure that we have understand the culture, the habit, and another thing, yeah, ensuring the local wisdom, farming traditions, and it's become a main topics. So after we understand it, and then so we can doing the business thing with them, become a spices agroforestry, creating spices agroforestry products and doing the processing. On the top of it, we put the tourism also, right? Like nowadays they call it regenerative tourism. But when I started with Agradaya, I don't think about this is a regenerative tourism or whatever. So because there are many people from the urban especially asking about, can I go to visit your village to see the production site? Can I see, can I taste the herbal from this area to this area will different because of the topography, because of the geography. Can I taste it and visit your village? So this has become the tourist activity. But then this touristic activity cannot be exploiting like a very massive, because when when Agradaya didn't harvest, or it's not on the harvest season, we cannot accept many tourists. Usually in Java there are so many ceremonial when in a community there are any activity, we cannot accept there many tourists from outside. Next. So I also tried to find the journal about the tourism and agriculture. Then I found so many findings actually about the tourism and agriculture can be integrated, and also agriculture as a backbone and also economic foundations. I saw there are so many especially in Jogja, there are so many cases when the tourism become a backbone and the young people start to neglecting the agriculture things. So there are so many chaos between the community. One community and then try to try to become a chaos with the another community because of one object tourism. So I'm agree that in tourism activity, especially in the village, we have to going back to the agriculture. We have to going back to agroforestry, what the ancestor has been giving to us, and about the knowledge how to processing from the ancestor. So don't forget about the local wisdom itself. Yeah, the third about key findings we found about community participation is actually very crucial in village, especially if you want your activity of tourism is sustainable. So you have to make sure or ensuring the community is participation is involved, because community in village is very important. It's not like a urban lifestyle. On social enterprise can be bridge of economic and social value. I saw in my perspective, I saw social enterprise is the bridge of the people in the village, so they can see what is the potential, like botanical herbs or plants that usually they cannot appreciate it when social enterprise developed and sending to outside, or people coming to the village and can appreciate the local ingredients. This can creating the economic impact and also creating huge impact on the social. For example, when starting to cultivate one flower's name is bunga telang, or butterfly pea flower in my village, usually they don't use it and they throw away these plants because it's not, people not use it in this area. When we process it and we convert it to the economical value, because there is transactions, people nowadays in my area start to cultivate this butterfly pea again, and also some ancient plants that in fact in both economic can give a transaction, so they start to planting again. Next. So regenerative tourism, for me, there is a three cycle or three circle that is village, community, spices, agroforestry, and also cultural tradition, we have to consider these things, because working with community, especially in the village, we have very think or consider about the culture traditions, because they're connecting with the culture and traditions. Next. This is some add-on activity in Agradaya. So basically, our base or backbone activity is production and manufacture. But don't think that Agradaya factory manufacture is like huge factory in industrial area. We are doing our factory, our manufacture inside the community and inside the village. So through our journey, we saw there are so many people wants to join because of the experience. They want to get the experience to get drink of jamu, taste the herbal drinks, the difference between the herbal in herbal plants in Java and herbal plants in Nusa Tenggara, how you taste it and all the things. So we also conduct the workshops. This experience and workshop is actually not our backbone, but our backbone is the production and manufacture. But somehow, and not somehow, yeah, I really, but the workshop and experience is actually help us to educate more people. Usually people doesn't know about the herb ingredients of Indonesia, about the benefit of the jamu, because the experience and workshop activity, so they can know, and then they become our customer then. Next. So going back to the agroforestry, so then we agree that agroforestry is the foundations, where our potential, where inside the forest there are so many potential. So the benefits of this three activity just now that I mentioned, we have to rejuvenate our forest by maintain the soil fertility, reduce the erosions, and ensures the sustainability. So I think in nowadays, where people think about which activity can give you the can you give you the money, huge amount of money, we decide to agree that we have to prefer to have a business that in the long term have a good impact to our forest and environment. Next. So this is dome dryer that I mentioned before. This dome dryer technology is not new technology. This is but for our farmers, it's a new technology. So because of this technology, then the farmers can give can give higher added value to the products, and it equals higher in economical prices for them. Next. Next. Yeah, this one, our experience activity one, name is Spices Journey, where our customer from the city going through the village, to the forest, stay one night with the local farmers in their houses, to feel the experience how to harvesting the many the agriculture products such as ginger, turmeric, and all the things. Usually Spices Journey only held in the harvest season, so it's only once a year. Next. We also held a Kebon Kepawon long table dinner. It's a long table dinner actually. It's in the village, in the near of our farms. So it's started with long. It started with walking in the morning through the farm, and then closing with a long table dinner, experiencing become local or villagers and farmers in around Agradaya. Next. This is in NTT in east of Indonesia. We also has a production of candle nut, but for tourism activity, we started to brainstorm the tourism activity because they have a production area and they have a lot of forest and jungle full of candle nut, but we still start we didn't start yet about the tourism activity, but start to brainstorm so people from urban can coming to forest to Labuan Bajo, experiencing the Labuan Bajo, and then going to see our production area in Bajawa or in Flores. Next. Yeah, in Bali, and we have several example actually. Before we starting our ecotourism or tourism activity with local, we actually inspired by another activity such as in Bali, and also with in West Java that has been started before us. Kopi Classic Bean. It's a coffee plantations where people can visit their farm for coffee plantations. And also in Bali, I think there's so many ecotourism in Bali can be inspired for our activity. Next. This is the herbal class that I told you that I mentioned about workshop that we held. Herbal class, we also conduct herbal class. This in the beginning of Agradaya, herbal class or workshop is actually to increase the education about the jamu itself, because jamu or Indonesian herbal drink, it's not popular in young people before pandemic, but after pandemic it going increase the awareness of jamu, because people needs jamu, especially Indonesian. So herbal class or workshop, it's helped because of that purpose. Next. This is also the workshop of jamu. Next. We also has a warung Murakabi Minggir. Warung, it's a small shop where, because I live in a village, many farmers or many artisans around me that cannot supply their products to the huge retailers, or that can supply to the huge supermarket, because the economic supply chain and economic condition, they cannot supply it. So me and my community decided to making my own warung. So people nowadays from Jakarta, from Bali, from Bandung, from Semarang, from Surabaya can subscribe our products. So the products is actually produced by my neighbor, which is farmers and also artisans. So every month they can get the products like rice, oil, ketchup, and also shampoo, and all the things. So we will send the products to you. This is local and also without any additional chemical and all things. So yeah, it comes from our warung. It comes from our area. Next. Yeah, that's all, guys. I hope my sessions will give you good knowledge, knowledge, and we can continue to the another sessions.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Asri. It's very insightful session. We learned so many things from Agradaya, especially how to combine village tourism, spice agroforestry, and also combining that with the culture itself.
Thank you.
Now we're gonna to open the Q&A session. If you have any question, please raise your hand like as usual, or you can throw your question into the chat box of Zoom. Please, if you have any question, because we have a lot of time to answer a question from you. Please, maybe. Yeah, while waiting about the question, I really appreciate what Agradaya did because I heard for a long time about Agradaya, and when we talk about the business itself, yeah, tourism sometimes can become marketing for the place, for the production, from the place to promote about the product in some of area. But sometimes I really wonder how Agradaya about this concern, yeah, because sometimes tourism, when everybody coming to one place or one area, it's become popular. The production itself is become forgotten. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We have a lot of questions. Maybe first from Mr. Dimas, please, Mr. Dimas.
Okay, thank you for the time that giving to me. Mrs. Rahma, thank you for the material that give up to us that encourage our knowledge again. My question is, as what is it? As a social enterprise that uh, a social enterprise that the challenge that ensuring a long-term business is considerable. As many our stakeholder such farmers, traditional fishermen, and local local shop still rely practice on the passed down from the generation. How does the Agradaya persuade them to transition from the traditional method to more the standardized approaches? Because we know that some of the manufacturer have a high standard for the product. Because we know our stakeholder still rely on traditional method, and how Agradaya persuade them to apply the more standard to produce their product.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mas Dimas. I answer direct. Yeah. Yeah.
You can answer it directly.
Okay. So yeah, it takes time, Mas Dimas. So basically, Agradaya have been on the phase that we need to facing the hard situation where we start to where we start to applying high standard, for example, HACCP, BPOM, and all the things. But we also know about our team. Most of them are villagers or people just around me in a village. So this is quite challenging at the beginning, especially where where all of the team, most of them, especially in the production, is mbok de or old mama. So the first thing, we have to still following the rules, because if we want to distribute the products nationwide, at least nationwide, we have to following the regulation, right? So
Yes.
it takes time. at least for drying process only,
Mm.
only drying process, I can say it needs 1 year to teach them to they applying to be disciplined, to use the technology, to use to keep on doing it until until reach some the standard. So
Mm.
it's not easy, but it's doable, and then it's also doable. And uh, I think I don't want to say that it's difficult, because it's difficult, and then you don't want to follow the regulations, because if you follow the regulations, then you can achieve another step or another level of in the business. So I think yeah, it's difficult, but also doable, and good impact also. So yeah, there are so many entrepreneurs, I think, which involved in the village think and asking about this, because this is the quiet issue, I think. What is quiet hard issue, whether it's good in economically benefit, good or not, to applying some certifications, and teach the team, especially if you are in the village. Yeah, I think it's doable. It's still doable. It needs
Yeah,
time. Yeah.
yeah, I fully understand that how the distraction between the local farmer and the traditional people with our that have more knowledge to high standard. Because
Yeah.
as a entrepreneur, I'm joined the community as a UMKM at
Mm-mm.
Pekalongan,
Mm-mm.
and I also persuade them to this is how to create a good marketing to move the standard of local business, not the
Yeah.
traditional way. Because
Yeah.
as a traditional small business, they also open their store like in what is it in Java we call pasaran, because like
Mm-hmm.
this day we cannot open this day we should open this, because yeah, because the like local uh local way,
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah. Yeah.
they always believe that they're bringing their uh good for their business.
Yeah.
Because then I know that how difficult to persuade them to make this standard the to level high standard, because uh, many local business still rely on traditional way. But as a Gen Z,
Mm-hmm.
we want to make them more to grow up as not the small business again, but grow as the regional business. That's I know the difficulties.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mrs. Nur Rahma, for
Yeah.
the sharing.
Okay, I can add some tips. If you also has a community, I think you can bring the community. I mean, like for short trips to city,
Mm,
and then where because I have a product in the shops in the cities, most of the products or the consumers of our products is actually people in urban, foreigners, and also people who are concerned about the healthy standard, blah, 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 blah. So one day, to create the awareness of the community, I making a program jalan-jalan or walking to the to the city with the community, which is full of bode or old mama, and then I bring them to the huge mall in Jogja, and
mm,
also one shop in Jogja, and show them our products, so they can know who is our consumer our consumers, and also who is the end customer of Agradaya, and for who they are processing the ingredients. So by then they have what is that? The awareness from their self, from self awareness. So that's why they want to keep the hygiene in a good way without I'm asking without I'm asking must this as must this allowed for this, allowed not allowed for that, and then it's creating the awareness for them from internal. Yeah, I think it's a one of tips.
Okay, I would like to do the recommendation way
Yeah.
to
Okay.
my community. Thank you again, Mrs. Nurahma.
Thank you.
Okay,
You're
thank you so
welcome.
much, Mr. Mas. Hopefully, the tips is gonna to very useful for your community and also for your business in the future. Okay, so there's a lot of the question in the chat box. We have a question from Indra Purba. Is Mr. Indra Purba here? Would you to ask question directly to Mrs. Asri? No?
Gimana? Gimana?
Okay.
Eh,
Okay, I will to read the
yeah.
question, yeah. From Mr. Indra Purba. Does every tourist village need a business entity or organization to increase the added value of the community agricultural product? And the second question is, can the existence of this processing industry strengthen regenerative tourism?
Okay. We'll ask the first questions first, yeah. Mas Randy. The first is need business entity or organization or no? So basically, Agradaya started with one community. This community actually kumpul group of ibu-ibu, group of young lady, young lady for arisan tuh apa ya?
For meeting, some
Iya,
informal activity.
arisan panci. Apa ya namanya? Eh, apa namanya ya Ren? Yeah, it's a group of ibu-ibu, but then it's informal actually. The group is only meeting because they want uh, to get in village it's common, you know, one ibu-ibu gather together so they can make they can have one bowl or one refrigerator. At the beginning, this group is only a group of consumptions. It's informal. There is no kelompok group of farmers, legal groups of farmers. But then I joined this community. I teach them how to produce the good ingredients. Until today, it's legally on Kementerian Pertanian, legally noticed as a group of women farmers. So the group is not only for consumption to have a refrigerator, stove, or pan or bowl, but only also produce in for economic benefit to produce ingredients jamu or herbs and spices. So they can also get money from the transaction with Agradaya. So it's not uh, it's not compulsory to be has a business entity, but then usually when it's have a economical benefit or transaction, usually they change uh, from a non-legal become a legal, has a legal certification, usually kelompok wanita tani or group of farmers. So second questions, yeah, can existence this processing industry strengthen? Yes, I'm pretty sure in village actually is we can strengthen the regenerative tourism based on their local potential. Because I'm in the potential, because I'm located in Java, in Jogja, sorry, especially in Jogja, where abundant of ingredients of herbs and spices, especially jamu. So then I produce the jamu. But then we can also strengthen the regenerative tourism focusing on jamu or herbal and spices. Is that answering the questions?
Yeah, okay. I think it's a quite clear, yeah. So the answer that you given to us. Okay, let's move to other question from Dr. Semaini. I have learned a lot from you, and I hope you that visit Kenya to also learn from our African approach. So that's inviting
Okay,
you maybe to the Kenya and
nice.
visit that Kenya, very wonderful country. My question is, how has the initiative affected the youth, and in particular the Gen Zs, who have so much expectation globally? We have seen what was happened to Nepal. So, yeah, how this your initiative Agradaya it's gonna to affected the your people in village, especially in your village, and what it's the flop impact to them, what
Yeah.
what grow from them because of your movement.
Yeah, Gen Z is very adaptive and agile actually. In my area, right now, usually people in my area, it's working, the Gen Z or the 20 somethings age, usually working, going outside the village. Only some certain amount want to stay in the village. And then they're working for Alfamart, Indomart, to mini market, in the urban, actually. They don't want to stay in the village. But Agradaya, right now become hiring many people from around, and I'm surprisingly many Gen Zs coming from around us, also interesting to working with us. The issues of Agradaya is actually the skill set, because we have to grooming the young people to have a same pace with our organization. Usually, young people working, Gen Z. Fortunately, Gen Z agile and adaptive, so they can following us. Yeah, that's. I think it's the answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully that this gonna to answer the question of Mr. Dr. Samis Maini. And also, I maybe anybody who want to asking question directly, you can raise your hand. Okay. Okay. While we waiting, and also we have a third question from the chat box
Yeah.
from Mr. Derajat Palupi. How about get support from local and national government? Maybe you can share with us about is how you get a lot of the collaboration from the
Yeah.
NGO, from the government, and
Yeah. Yeah.
from other parties
Yeah.
to boosting your community or
Yeah.
development
Yeah.
in your village.
I think the thinkers of Agradaya is actually not me. It's Andika, my partner. He got because I'm on the productions or processing side. Andika also think about the bigger impact that we want to achieve, because if we collaborate with many partners such as NGO partners, NGO and also kementerian or government, we can get a lot of a lot of ingredients, especially, and also the access to the small villagers. So that's the why we doing the collaboration with the NGO and also government. And is our government support us? Yes. For example, to ship our last container to Arab Saudi, 26 tons of candle nut or kemiri, we have been developed with Kementerian Desa or village minister. So village minister knows they have a huge database. This database is actually this database is actually give you the informations about which area or which village has a lot of potential. For example, kemiri or candle nut in Flores. So in 2022, me and my partner going to Flores, and we meet these villagers and starting to build the production house with them. Usually they only produce 1 kilo, 15 kilos at the maximum, 50 kilos at the maximum to the nearby market. But the potential of the candle nut in Flores is very huge. They can produce, they have the raw material around 200 tons every year. So after 3 year process with them, the community and also the local government, we built the production site. We teach them the processing. We also installing the processing machine. Last May, we sent the candle nut to Arab Saudi, to Saudi Arabia to be distributed to the supermarket in the Saudi Arabia. The candle nut is directly from the Flores of Nusa Tenggara Timur, is Indonesia. So this scheme is actually copying by another in the other area, because we have the demand, but then Kementerian Desa or village minister has a program, but they don't know who is the off-taker, who is the enterprise want to after training, who wants to be the off-taker of the products. They can making a program like training for the farmers and etc. to qualify the standard, but who wants to be the off-taker? This is this program has been copying in the future. For example, for pala or nutmeg in Papua, we will continue with in the same scheme. I hope it answering the
Yeah.
question, ya, Pak.
Yeah. Because I guess the key role to collaborate with them is to find out what is the gap that we can fill to help them to make them to achieve their purpose. Yes, so that we can make some of mutual relation with these parties, like a government or another business or community. Also, okay. Is there any question for Miss Asri? Miss Asri, I really wonder, yeah. Maybe this is a simple question for me. Why spices? Why you do you have any particular reason you choose spices as your? Oh, how's that? Okay. There are some, maybe we're gonna to take a priority from Mrs. Natalie. Please, Mrs. Natalie.
Hi.
Yeah, hello, Miss Natalie.
Sorry, unmute myself.
Ah,
That's okay, I
okay.
can wait. I just thought I'd put up my hand before I forgot. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I just wondered like with the marketing channel and like I know the organization in Bali that does regenerative tourism, like obviously has really good marketing channels and stuff. Like how do you see like small groups of regenerative, projects being able to market their projects and get to the international audience? Because I know that's probably the hardest thing, is breaking into the market, and I guess there's a bit of that quality control as well. But like, can you envisage a kind of like network or some way that that can bring more international people to the local project?
Okay. Thank you very much, Mrs. Natalie. Yeah, I directly answered the questions, yeah. Pak Randy.
Yes.
Yeah, about the marketing channel is actually every year usually we has to, because it's Agradaya focus on manufacturers. So every year we join the trade show, and somehow trade show it's gathered or collecting many buyers from overseas, from many countries, uh, and um, and it's usually buyers from trade show. It's a huge buyers. So just now that I mentioned about the candle nut from Flores from East Indonesia is produced for the buyers in Saudi Arabia. So the benefit of a transaction in a trade show for me is they have a volume, huge volume, but in a small volume, in a small transactions, um, we have also the buyers from local and international also. Usually for marketing beside trade show, we also doing the Instagram or social media. It sounds simple, but for me, it's helping me a lot, the social media and internet. Because so many buyers actually comes from many countries coming to us because of social media. And usually the trustable buyers, they don't want to easy come and easy go transactions. And so they have to make sure the processing unit, even they come from Germany to Indonesia, because so in social media just want to ensuring our productions, and after they saw the productions, it comes become a transactions. So trade show and also the social media, and also the community itself. It's from community to another community. They spreading out the info. And Bali is actually a main gate about it's actually main gate of international market in Indonesia. Somehow we get buyer and consumer from US, from Australia, from many countries, because they stay in Bali and they try our products in Bali, and before they go back to before they go back to their country, they coming to us, see the productions, and bring our product to their home country. So marketing is much more on that steps. I think Miss is like a trade show. We always following the trade show, and also social media, and somehow the power of the community itself. I hope it's answering the questions. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Maybe you can share your social media strategy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Natalie, for question.
Thank you.
Okay. Miss Asri, is there a question from Mr. Razan Japran? Do you have agent in Jordan? Wow.
In Jordan, not yet, Pak. We have in Saudi, in Jeddah. In Jeddah.
Yeah, maybe if you have a link or connection from that, Mr. Razan, you can connect directly to Miss Asri and become agent in Jordan here.
Okay.
Okay. Is there any question? Do you have any question? Yeah. Still, my previous question is not answered by you. So why spices?
A long time ago, I didn't plan, because we just simply moved from Jakarta to Jogja, because my personal experience, my personal reason, living in Jakarta is very crowded. So I prefer to move to Jogja with some slow pace of life. And all of a sudden, my area in Jogja full of spices. After we are doing many mapping of potentials. So yeah, because of in my area in Yogyakarta full of spices. That's the answer. But long time ago, we didn't plan for spices and herbs.
Oh, so basically you're coming to the village, it's doesn't have planning to want to encourage or selling or rebranding about the spices Indonesia.
Yeah,
So it's
correct.
just use around of you mapping the situation and empowering that. Oh,
Correct.
very insightful, very good reason. Okay. From another participant, do you have any question? Oh, from Maywa. Okay, Maywa, could you open the camera, please? Yes, Maywa.
I cannot hear your voice.
We cannot hear your voice, Maywa. Maybe you can speak louder. Not yet.
Atau di halo.
Hello?
Nah, ini tapi tipis,
Hello.
very small. I
Oh,
think
okay, Maywa.
I think written in the ini oke nggak sih? Suaraku juga.
Ya, Maywa.
I think it's better to write it down.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. From Maywa. Okay. There's question from Maywa. What challenges have you faced in integrating tourism with agriculture, and how are you address them?
It's a good questions. Yeah, I do the tourism activity after doing or I do the tourism activity late. I mean, like the first backbone for me for Agradaya is agriculture. So the community has been trained. The first thing has need to be trained is the agriculture activity first, about how to produce the good quality of products, how to harvest in a good condition. I mean, how to harvest it in a good and proper way, hygiene and all the things. So this is the discipline that we need first, that we need to train first, because it's become an issue if we didn't make it as a priority, because our backbone of economy for our revenue is still agriculture. Then the tourism, it's only the adds-on of our activity. Yes, we can generating income from the tourism, but we didn't prioritize. Because of what? Because of the social structure in Java, in my area, is more important. I mean, like in Java, we have rewang, hajatan. If you are somebody in our family is passed away, somebody just giving a birth. There are so many rituals. There are so many ceremony. This is the culture first that we that we prioritize the culture, and then the agriculture activities, processing activities, and then people come in is a top up activity. Why we didn't prioritize? Because to be a touristy activity, because tourism activity will destroying or disturbing the people itself. So I don't want the people or the community feel disturbed with this, with people from outside. That is the how we engage with the community actually. And I saw there are many issues, especially in Jogja. Jogja so many desa wisata, tourism village, which is one of community and the other community become chaos because of one object of tourism over exploiting and all the things. Yeah, so I don't want to be that kind of example. So activity of tourism is just a top up or extra economical benefit for us. Gitu sih.
Okay, thank you, Mewa, for your question. We have one last question. Okay, Mr. Anggoro is also agree with what you opinion, Miss Asri. Tourism did manage it will disturb the culture itself. Oh, Safi. Okay, Safi. The one last question from Safi. Okay, could you open the camera, Safi?
Hello.
Hello.
What challenges have faced in integrating tourism with agriculture, and how have you addressed them?
Is it
Oh, sorry.
similar question?
Oh, sorry. I mean, sorry. Is there a risk of cultural commodification? Sorry, I'll repeat one more time. Is there a risk of cultural commodification within regenerative tourism? And in your opinion, what primitive measures can be taken to ensure that local culture is not merely reduced to a product for tourist consumption?
So the first one is, can you repeat?
Okay. Is there a risk of culture commodification within regenerative tourism? And in your opinion, what preventive measures can be taken to ensure that local culture is not merely reduced to a product for tourist consumption?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So correct me if I'm wrong, yeah. But for regenerative tourism, for me, it's a more sustainable way of tourism activity, isn't it, Pak Randy? Ya?
Yes.
Ya kan? More sustainable means I think we cannot think about the massive tourists coming to the village. We have very niche tourists coming to the village. Is it disturbing or not? Probably we have different village will be has a different variable, because the variable itself it's different. It depends on the social and also condition every village. So if you ask me, is it will disturbing is the regenerative tourism will disturbing the local community or no? It depends on the situation of the local village, the social conditions and all the things. So in some certain area, what I saw in Indonesia, who are very embodied to the culture, we are who are very entitled to the traditions. They are very selective to the tourists, I think, to the tourists coming, because of what? They don't want to be they don't want to be the tradition, disturbing the tradition, I think. And I think if we are to be sensitive to these issues, we don't want to change the culture inside the local community also. So it's tricky part actually, Pak Shafi. It's tricky part, but we have to be there. We have to be there to assist them, and also just make sure the changing what happened in the community is in a good condition. It's not on the other way around. Gitu sih menurutku ya.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Hopefully
Okay.
that's going to answer your question, yeah, Mr. Safi. Okay, we already end of our today's session. Thank you so much for your insight, for your story that you share with us. I really lucky that I become your moderator to your
Thank you
today's
so much,
session.
Pak Randy.
And hopefully the other participant is gonna to feel have a similar feeling with me. Maybe we're gonna to conclude something as the other point regarding your story. Yeah, we see that, and we learn from this from today session that social enterprise is become as a bridge between profit and purpose. Social enterprise itself is gonna be our trigger and strengthening the rural economies while preserving culture and also nature. There are some of three, maybe triple helix, yeah, we call this there.
Yeah.
That some spices agroforestry, culture, or also regenerative tourism. All of this is we find the equilibrium so that each party and its aspect for the people and also for profit and the planet, it can be achieved. Okay, thank you so much,
Thank you.
Mrs. Asri, for
Thank you
your
so much, Pak Randy.
time. Okay, and for this opportunity. Now I will giving back to the MC.
Okay, thank you very much to our honorable speaker, for Miss Asri, for the insightful presentation, and also our moderator, Mr. Randy Ega, and all participants for the engaging discussion. Before we move on the closing, let us take a photo to capture this special moment. So I will guide you for the photo session. Please give a big smile and open the camera. Okay, I'll be waiting for you guys to open the camera. Okay, so I will count to take the photo in 3, 2, 1. Okay, once again, I will count in 3, 2, 1. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached the end of today's program. On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to express our deepest gratitude to our honorable speakers, our moderator, and all participants for joining us this time. We hope that today's session has given us a new insight and inspiration, especially on the importance of cultural resilience and intangible heritage in regenerative tourism. Before leaving, please do not forget to fill in the attendance link provided in the chat box. That concludes today's agenda. Thank you very much for your attention and participation. Have a wonderful day and see you in the next session on 25th September of our short course program 2025. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.